Good afternoon, my name's Karen from the Krafty Kaz YouTube channel. This is my second ever video that I'm doing, and what I want to talk about is new projects that I want to start. The first one I want to talk about is diamond embroidery cross stitch. I've never heard of it before until very recently, where I just happened upon it by complete accident. But I've got 4 projects that I want to share with you. Sorry, I just wobbled the table a little bit. I'm really excited. Right, let me just show you some of them that I've ordered. Well, 4 that I've actually got through this week. This one is called The City, and as you can see, it is on I think it's a 30 by 40 canvas, and it's got this protective film on it. This bit here is painted. This bit here is quite tacky, as you can hear, but this is where you actually pick up the gems and you put on the actual legend onto the actual canvas. And here is the legend that has the number and the code, so you just actually pick up the ones that you want and just actually stick them onto here. So that's that one. Up and put that over here. The second one that I ordered, what did I do with it? Oh my goodness gracious me. This is the cat and the butterfly. I'll just peel this back a little bit because it's not quite visible. But if you can see, this is what I hope to achieve. Okay, and again, that's tacky. So I'm quite looking forward to starting one of them. Sorry, my other ones fell on the floor. Bear with me a minute. And this one is called The Rose, which these 3 I actually received on Tuesday after much madness. Now, as you can see, this is where I have started. So basically, this side is complete. I have started doing the rose, but I've just got to finish completing it, because I'm actually going to give this to my parents-in-law for Christmas if I get it done by then, I hope. So that's that, and it really is quite ingenious, because it actually does work out quite quickly. Although it's the first time I'm doing it, because you have to figure out which bits go where, and you just have to, you know, dab. That's that one. The 4th one, which I actually got today, it's a little bit bigger, but it's only a partial one, because there's two different ones. There's a full drill and there's the partial drill. I've got 2 partial drills and 2 full drills, which basically the partial ones mean that it's just the area that you actually put the gems, and the rest is actually painted, and the full drill means that you've got to do the whole thing. The rose and the cat are full drills. The purple flower and the city are partial drills. I'll just show you. This is what I actually got today. This is the purple flower. As you can see, this is a partial one. This is the non-sticky part. And here, as you can see, this is quite tacky. And the reason why it's got the protective cellophane over it, it's just so it doesn't get any dust, hair, pet hair, or any kind of fluff on it, so it doesn't really ruin it. And this particular kit actually came with a fabulous bag, so you can put your product in. Excuse me. Now, onto the tools. Now this, there. Now, in order to put the gems onto the canvas, right, I'll just show you the gems. Wait a second. Really rather exciting stuff. So these are the gems. I know it's diamond. The official title is diamond embroidery or diamond painting or whatever you want to call it. I like to call it diamond painting because you're basically painting by numbers, as it were. Right, these are the gems, and they're not actually diamonds. These are actually rounded gems. I don't know if you can actually. Yeah, those are actually rounded. I'll just back up a little bit. So, and with this particular tool, as you can see, back up a little bit. The actual tip is rounded, as you can see, so it's easy to pick up. Now this tray, it's got horizontal lines, so you can actually pour the gems into the tray. And you just shake them up a little bit so that the actual head of the gem is pointing upwards, so you can actually dab the pen and attach it to your project. Now, but in order to pick up the gems, because they are really tiny, I've got this, people call it glue, people call it wax. I call it putty because that's what it is. It's just a means to actually, pick up the gems. You only need to get like a little bit. You don't really need a lot. Just do a little bit, pick up the gem and place it. And that's it. So that's that. That's the putty stroke, glue stroke, whatever you want to call it. So that is that. And this actual bit of kit actually comes with baggies, like Ziploc bags. Now, I don't know whether I will have enough for this project that I've got today. So I actually went out and bought some extra this morning because I knew I was getting some projects today. So I thought myself, why not? But for my other projects, I've actually got them into boxes. I'll show you that momentarily. It's always very important to check that all the gems that you've got actually corresponds with what is on the canvas, because there's nothing worse than having to try and figure out what you don't have and having to contact the seller and say, look, I ain't got this, please can you just give me some more. Anyway, so that is that. Let's put that under there. Anyway, going on to my other project. Well, my other gems. This one is for my rose project, and these are the gems in here. So I'm just going to do it like that so you can actually see. Now, I did actually write on the actual box in marker, in a permanent marker, but what I was slightly worried about is if I'm opening and closing, that this will get rubbed up. I know it's permanent, but that's what I was worried about. So I've just got bought some labels this morning from W.H. Smith, and just actually wrote the project I'm doing with the number on the chart corresponding with the number colour that I need to use. So that's that one. Now onto but before I go on to that, I've got like a proper beads jewel box container. This is one of the containers that that comes inside the box, which is actually quite ingenious. So what I've done with the cat project, all the gems, I haven't taken them out of the packets yet because I wanted to finish the rose first before I actually started on this particular project. So once I've started that, I can actually open up all the gems and put them inside the box. But that's one of the boxes that came from this bead box, which I'll show you in a second. Again, I've written it in permanent marker, but what I'm going to do, I've done it with the others, just this one which got lost around. So I'm going to make up a label for this one in a second. So what I've done is I just put what the project is and the number of the colour. I've done it here and I've done it there as well. I'll show you the actual box that it came from. I have so much stuff here that it's unbelievable. My poor husband, he's quite sparing of me, but he loves me as much as I love him. But that's another story, but it's true. Yeah, this is the actual box. I'm not gonna tip it all out, but as you can see, I've done a label here, which is 159, and I've done it there as well, 159, so that I know. So whenever I go to get for the cat project, whichever box that I need, I can actually get it from here. So that's that. And with this particular box, it actually comes with tweezers. And my other kit, the rose kit, actually comes with tweezers as well, but I'm not entirely sure what I've done with it. So, and it actually helps me just to move the gems around and neaten them up a little bit. So actually, no, I do know where it. Sorry, I do know where it is. I am telling little Porky. Actually, got it down here with one of my gems. There we go. This actually came with the rose project. As you can see. Please ignore that. I just had my hair done today and had my hair coloured, and somehow some of it managed to transfer into my hand. That's another story. Now with the actual box that I just showed you, comes with a little scoopy. So what I tend to do, if I've got like a big packet of gems, what I tend to do is I just scoop out the amount that I want, tap tap tap, make sure that is all the right way, boom, I'm ready to dab. Just put that away. Now then, I want to talk about another new project that I want to get started on. I'm quite interested in making my own stitch markers, and I've been watching this podcast. The owner is called Hannah of Crafty Chat podcast. She's fabulous. I think she's fabulous, and I'll put the link down in the description box below once I've uploaded the video. She does all manner of things. She does crochet, knitting and bead weaving, but she mainly talks about knitting. And she's also, I think she's mentioned she's got an Etsy shop as well. So I don't know what the address is, but if you go over to her YouTube channel, all the details will be there. Yeah, she's fabulous, and the reason why I'm talking about stitch markers is because I've got stitch markers, which are fine, but every time I actually go to use them, and if I'm repeatedly using them, they snap, and it's just really, really rubbish. And I think, I really don't want to have to spend out more money on plastic stitch markers. Not that there's anything wrong with the plastic stitch markers, but I don't want to have to keep spending out money on plastic stitch markers when I can actually attempt to make my own. So what I've done, went to Hobbycraft on, when was it? Tuesday. I actually bought some supplies to actually do so. So, like this is some of the pendants that I'm thinking of using. Okay. Which I want to attach to this. I just have to find the way of actually bending the end, just so that can actually, so the pendants don't actually come off. And what I want to use as a clasp is this, which I've been told it is quite you know, quite sturdy. So I don't know what you call them. Trigger clasps. Okay, called trigger clasps. So that's what I'm going to do. I've also purchased, let's see, I have got these letters in bronze, as you can see, and I've also purchased them in silver as well. That's fabulous. Now, I've also ordered and received 3 cross stitch kits over the last week, so which I will show you just now. Right, this one is called Cherry Blossom. There we go. I do apologise for this sticky. I have, as you can see, I did actually try and take it off, but it's been rather stubborn. But yeah, this is the Cherry Blossom. It is, when I actually took it out to examine it, it's huge. It's going to take me a while to actually get started on this, but I want to finish my Arab Palace first before I even attempt to start doing this one. Okay, so that's that. That's Arab Palace, and that's the actual pattern on it. This is a stamped cross. This again is a stamped cross stitch pattern, which is what I like to do. And what I need to do before I even think about starting this is actually getting the floss onto you know, bobbins, which I bought, which I'll show you in a moment. My next project, this one is called the Seaside Lighthouse. Don't that sky look pretty? That looks absolutely fabulous. And again, it's by, and again, before I start it, I want to get the floss onto bobbins, because you know, in the last video I talked about how I don't like having them on the cards because it gets tangled up so easily every time you go to use it. So that's the reason for wanting to wind them onto bobbins. And the third cross stitch kit that I bought is called the Bear Family. There you go. And this one looks as if it's got quite a bit of detail on it, as in it's got like loads of back stitches and stuff like that. I just want to actually take out the actual pattern so that I can actually have a look at it and actually show you as well. Right, this is the pattern, and it does actually show you where you need to do the back stitching from, which is something that I need to learn how to do, being a new cross stitcher. So as you can see, the yellow, the black, and the blue, and at the bottom here it tells you what colour thread that you need to do for back stitching. And apparently you've got to do French knots as well. There's 2 places where you need to do French knots. I've never done that before, so I have to have a look on on YouTube to have a look to see how that is done. But thankfully it's all full stitches, and yeah, it's mainly full stitches and back stitches and all the like. So I'm just going to go back in there. So that's that little project that I've got going on at the moment. And I also want to show you, so what actually came for me this morning. These are the plastic bobbins that I was talking about. They can actually come as plastic bobbins or the cardboard ones. To be honest with you, I do prefer the plastic bobbins because to me they feel a bit more sturdier than the cardboard ones, because it seems to me that if you so much as tear it, do something to it, damage it anyway, it looks a bit naff. And the reason why I ordered these is because it comes with a ring, like a big key ring. Although I did actually purchase some more key rings, so I can actually put them all together, as it were. I'll just show you. Just actually get this open so that I can actually show you what I have ordered. Which is going to be fun trying to get into. Here we go. Oops. So this is the ring, and how on earth do you open this? Yeah, that's how you do it. You just open it like so, and you just put your bobbins on, and away you go. But I think I might actually put these on now, because as I've opened the package, I may as well put these on here now, so I can actually see what they look like on them. That's that really. I haven't really done anything fabulous. Oop, knew that would happen, but I'll get those in a minute. But yeah, that's all you have to do. Literally, just wind the bobbins on there. Wind the floss onto the bobbins, and just attach them to the onto the key ring, which I think is a pretty wicked idea, even if I do say so myself. There we go. So I can just close that up. And there it is. I'm sure it's going to look a bit fuller than that. But there we go. Anyway, I just want to quickly show you my cross stitch that I have, my current cross stitch project that I'm doing at the moment, which is this Arab Palace. Now, if you remember from the last time, I didn't have all of this sky complete, so I managed to complete this part up here already. So I've just got to do this bit here, and then that's complete. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the buildings at some point once I finish the green area. So that's it's beginning to take shape a little bit, which I have to admit. So I'm actually quite happy with that. So the next time I do a video, I'll show you how far I've got with that. So that's my ongoing project. Oops, put that down there. Nothing really else I've got to say really. Now I'm debating whether to do a weekly video, 2 weekly video, monthly video, or bi-monthly video. I'm not sure. Actually, bi-monthly is 2 weekly, but ignore that. But so I'm just experimenting at the moment. It depends on like my roster at work and when my days off are, and what shifts I'm doing. But if I can just fit it around my shifts, I'll be a very happy woman indeed. So that goes, I actually can update you on what I'm doing, how far I've got in my cross stitch and my diamond embroidery. I haven't really gone too far in my crochet, because I've just been busy. I've got my mum, poor woman. She really does despair of me because she says to me, "Carrie, you got too many projects." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I do. Why don't you just concentrate on what she tells me?" That's that and I just turn around and tell her, I said, "Mum, sometimes I get bored doing the same thing all the time, which is why I always chop and change. But I will actually get it finished eventually." I tell her. That's it. I haven't told her that I'm doing this diamond um, painting thing yet. I will. I'll get around to it eventually, but I know what she's going to tell me. So I'm just keeping that under my hat at the moment because I might even gift her one of the things I've got. I don't know yet. Depends on how far I get and when I can do it by. What else? Me and my husband James, that's his name. We're going to a wedding on Sunday as one of his good friends that is getting married. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So that's what we've got going on together. Um, what else? That's it really. Just getting on with my projects and being fabulous. Anyway, until the next video, I shall see you soon. Bye!